Hey everybody, this is James P. Wagner here with Local Gems Press, and this is part two of a three-part video series about poetry chapbooks. And the topic of today is why make a poetry chapbook. Last time we talked about what is a chapbook. This time we're going to talk about why make one, and next time we're going to talk about how to make one. But here we go. So why make a poetry chapbook? Well, there's a whole lot of different reasons that somebody might make a chapbook before a full-length book, for example, if they're kind of in the process of working their way up to that full-length book and don't maybe have enough necessarily to do that. Or there's quite a few reasons why one would actually make a chapbook even if they have a full-length poetry collection already, or maybe even several or a whole bunch of them. There's a lot of different uses for a chapbook. For one thing, chapbook is very simple and easy merchandise. Poet goes to a lot of readings sometimes. They do a lot of featured events. Maybe they don't have that full length collection, handy. And so, a chapbook is a very simple, easy way to kind of be a good first piece of merchandise. That for one thing is an easier price point for people because a full length collection is usually around $15. A chapbook could be $5, $10 in that range. So it's something that somebody at a an open mic or a reading might pick up more on a whim. For that reason. Also, it takes there's a lot less production involved in doing a chapbook usually, even if the chapbook is really, finely bound and really nicely printed. Because of the nature of it being smaller, usually it's a lot less work put into it. So it's something that somebody could kind of have done in much shorter time frame if they want to actually get a whole bunch of them, kind of take them on tour with them. So simple, easy merchandise is one reason. Another reason would be that a chapbook is actually a great portfolio piece or a sampling of one's work, for somebody who might not be familiar with you. Some people make them just so that they have, something to give to people that they might be talking to about possibly featuring them, or an institution. Maybe they're, trying to do poetry at a college or at libraries, and somebody wants a sampling of their work. I mean, you could accomplish that with, a portfolio, package with videos and things like that, but usually handing them a chapbook also, well, it shows them one that you're serious, and number two, it is a good just idea of what you might be all about. Usually they're easy to flip through, so it's something somebody can read in a short period of time. And again, it's just when people are trying to get gigs or trying to go out there, they just have this they put together a portfolio of all their stuff, and a chapbook is a great addition to a portfolio. So maybe they're not really even intending on selling the chapbooks, making a profit on them. They're using it just, as a kind of a B2B, a business to business type of deal where it's like, if you're looking to book me, here's, what I'm all about. Another thing about a chapbook is, especially because we're getting up into the holidays right now, and we actually just, close submissions for the gift of poetry, our chapbook printing service for that. But a chapbook makes an absolutely great gift for the holidays or for any point, really. In some cultures, giving one's poetry to another person, it's a much more spiritual practice. I know that, sometimes in the first world, we think about, we're going to be coming out with books, and we're going to sell the books and going to make money with the books and all that. But in some cultures, it's not about that at all. It's just about, your poetry, something that's very personal, very spiritual, because you're basically giving somebody a piece of you when you're giving them your poetry. And so you want to give it to people in a way, just so you can, share, a little bit about yourself with them. And, in some cultures, this is kind of one of the highest gifts you actually can give, is your art, in this case, the poetry. But yeah, so chapbooks are great for that. 25, 50, 100 copies of it that you can give out to family or friends. They're small and inexpensive to produce, but they are meaningful gifts that, people can really treasure. I knew somebody once who actually they got, about 100 chapbooks just so that they could give them out at their wedding, like as a little, gift for all the attendees, and it was about, the couple and all that or whatever, but it was a, really good gift in that situation. I knew somebody else who, she always wanted 60 copies of, her book because she wanted to give them out to everybody in her family, and she did that around the holidays. So there's a good precedent for that. And another reason one might do a chapbook is that, they're very convenient stepping stones to a bigger book, like we just talked about, the full length collection. I mean, there's, again, you could have several full length collections and still do a chapbook, but sometimes somebody has a much bigger project in mind, that might take them several years to get enough poems to do that. But chapbooks, in some ways, some people sometimes treat them like chapters, being serialized in a greater publication. I've known plenty of poets who have put together the bigger, maybe even hardcover, really refined selections of, or samplings of their best work. I know somebody who basically made a full length collection just combining all the best poems they liked out of 5 or 6 of their chapbooks and making that into a full length collection. So it's not uncommon for poets to produce chapbooks as stepping stones to a much larger book, for several reasons. One, it's a good point for you. I need to get this much done to get this chapbook out, and then you've made progress towards that bigger book, because sometimes when the project is too big, you get overwhelmed. They never take step one. This gives you like stopping point, so you can keep on doing that. It also is a great way to actually build more of an audience and advertise a book that might be coming out, because if people maybe they more impulsively will buy your chapbook at a reading or see your chapbook, and then when the full length collection comes out, they realize that that was a part of it and there's more to it. Some people might they might be familiar with your stuff, and they've kind of already had a little bit of a built up advertising about the book, so they might want to get the bigger collection when that comes out. So yeah, that's all the reasons why somebody might put together a chapbook, and this is just a sampling of them. There are many, many more reasons why one might, but these are among the most common. So hopefully you got something out of this, and we will see you next time for the how to make a chapbook, the third part of this series. So take care.